My turn. Well, unlike Alice, Rosalie's not super happy and perky. So it was nice to not play that for 5 minutes. It was nice to smile on set once or twice. I think this journey has been, you know, watching Rosalie sort of unfold throughout the years, and working with Bill really closely, I think, to find you know, the comedy in this and the humor and some lighter moments for Rosalie was nice. And I sort of experienced an Eclipse that the audience was laughing a lot of the time when I was on screen, which is actually amazing. And so we kind of went with that, and Bella and Rosalie get to have something really special in this and connect over you know, the love for this other thing, and it sort of it becomes greater than all the other little petty issues. So, yes.
For me, I really enjoyed working with all the international vampires. I thought that was really fun. We had a full house at one point. And I think what I really enjoyed about Breaking Dawn was seeing Esme become more of the matriarch that I tend to. She was a stronger version of the character than I think we've seen, and I found that to be more and a more honest version of the character, in my opinion, because every mother that I've ever known they're like the fiercest person in the family, and so I found that was really fun and more challenging time for me to explore that, especially because everything was at stake for our characters, and we were in a much more vulnerable position as a family, so Esme really has to step up.
I think that Leah in Eclipse is just always very, very angry, and to say the least. And in Breaking Dawn, I think she kind of makes a decision. Part of growing up for her is deciding to do something that makes her happy, that makes her care, like capable of caring again. And I think Jacob gives her that opportunity, and it like opens her heart. So all of a sudden, instead of being angry, there's a lot of feeling and passion and other things that she gets to experience. And for me, that was such a relief, first of all. And also, it was, you know, I kind of felt better about leaving her in that state than in Eclipse.
That's nice. Thank you, thank you. All right, we'll go back to the questions here.
Hi everyone, question to Bill. I'm from Brazil, so I have to ask you that. Did you have the opportunity to watch Brazilian cinema while you were there? And I would like to ask you to say a few words about your interest in horror as a genre.
Sure, yeah. Well, first of all, we had a tight schedule, but one great thing is that we were there right when the film festival was starting in Rio, so I got to hang out with some Brazilian filmmakers, you know. And also we had some really great people on our crew that we managed to pick up for 6 weeks. So I got a taste of that incredibly lively, you know, film scene down there. And as for horror, yeah, it's something I've always, growing up, Hitchcock, horror, suspense, it's always been an interest to me. To me, it's like pure movies, you know, because it's a combination of images and sound and music that create a feeling of, creating that feeling of tension, I think is the most exciting thing. And again, in this movie, I think you'll see, I think Kristen was describing it a little bit, but it's not just a childbirth, it's that plus the wolf attack. Everything's like coming at you at all sides in the last 30 minutes of this movie. I think it's a really intense ride. Thanks. Thank you.
Hi, I'd like to thank everybody for taking time out of their day to come down and talk to all of us and get questions answered. It's really cool that you guys did that. Also, my question would be for the director, what tools and things did you use, and even for the cast, to make the movie more like the book, since the book is so intense? What did you use, and what were your ideas and inspirations for getting